Hello, everyone. Tonight on the program, it's a very special episode. Well, sorta. Tonight on the program, we've got one of my favorite games of all time. That being Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And eagle-eyed viewers will notice that while I am playing on a real PS2, I am not playing on a real PS2 disc. That is because, as you may know, if you happen to live with me, I guess, I don't actually own this game physically at the moment. But that's all right. These are all spoilers, by the way, for future streams. So avert your gaze if that is something about which you are worried. I do have to make sure that I have the settings right. Okay, good. Because this game actually isn't perfectly compatible with OPL, which is the program that I'm using to launch disk images. But we should be all right. I spent an extra few minutes. I spent quite a long time over the past few days making sure everything would work for today. I'm just gonna chill out for a few minutes, wait for people to trickle on into the chat room. Because I am getting better at it. I'm not as bad at it. Let me start over. I'm not as bad at it as I was when we first started this endeavor, but still not as good at talking to myself as someone like, say, like Northern Lion. It would be good to have people in the chat when we start playing. In the meantime, do our obligatory opening the can of O'Doul's straight into the microphone for any ASMR heads in the audience. I'm not entirely sure that went through. I guess I'll have to listen to one of these VODs sometime. How many viewers we got? One? I suppose it could be worse. I don't know if this game has like an attract mode outside of this screen. As attractive as it is. I don't think I've ever actually looked at the screen for this long. Because I've always been super excited to play Jak and Daxter. Well, I suppose we may as well start, because it does start with, yeah, Geyser Rock and everything, which takes a minute. Don't worry about that save file.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet?
Monoliths.
How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals
It's D. Snyder, by the way, for any
know what to do.
Twisted Sister heads
Deal harshly with
in the
anybody
audience.
who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze?
What
It
is
sure
that
doesn't look
dark
friendly.
ooze?
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because
CEO
in my
of
professional
yapping.
opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't
You guys
just
getting all
walk
this?
through it.
You
But
writing this
could
down?
Fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with
Oh,
a heat
Kira,
shield.
my beloved.
I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Dark Eco Store called. They're turning it into you. No, that doesn't work. Alright, so now we get to play the game.
With it, my father and I can
Oh god. Every time.
advice at any time during your quest.
Oh, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to uninvert the camera. Well, whatever. I will get used to it as I have before. I don't know why I fail to remember that every single time.
These floating egg-shaped
Oh
things
my
are
God.
precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
It has been a while since I actually played this. I forgot, you know, it is a game from 2001.
Power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
Which is really when games, I think, started to get very aggressive with the tutorialization. Like even a lot of like PlayStation 1 games. Yeah, that's fine. Even a lot of PlayStation 1 games were a lot less in your face about it.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all. Wow! That
Wow.
scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet
Hello,
if you
Vega.
collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
You know, Kira, I think you're right about that one.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
How you doing this evening? Also, have you ever interfaced with this game at all before tonight?
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Yeah, you know, Samos, I don't think I really needed that explicitly pointed out to me. A little sick and sad? I don't know. Because you skipped gym?
Is a precursor door. It can only
No
be
clue what this
opened
even
by
is?
approaching
You're
the
in for a
door
treat.
While channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Your body. You are familiar with Crash Bandicoot, though, I'd imagine. And, The Last of Us. Twink Goku? Jack is more of a twunk, but... Seen images of it.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated
That is
than
a
the
blue
foaming
eco vent.
clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Thank you, Kira. Yeah, in between Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted, this is what Naughty Dog was doing.
Good work.
Well, I guess
The blue eco caused the door to open.
a lot closer on the Crash Bandicoot side than the Uncharted side, at least for this game.
All kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
And this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's just appeals especially to me. One thing that
Little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Thank you, Samos. One thing that people at Naughty Dog will mention when talking about Jak and Daxter.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Thank you, Samos. One thing people at Naughty Dog will mention in retrospect about this game is that they tried to cast a very wide net in regards to the world and character design, in terms of appealing to both like Eastern and Western audiences, which is why everything is a little, it's not that much, but I guess for an American game in 2001, everything is a little bit anime tinged. And then what they'll say is, we tried to appeal to too wide an audience and ended up not having very, very wide appeal after all.
But that's nothing compared to the
But it sure as fuck appeals to me. I fucking love the designs in this.
We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay in chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure.
Like, I love Samos's
And while you're out
glasses and his
adventuring,
bird
why don't
and the
you make yourself
gigantic
useful?
log he
My
has
darn green
in his
eco
hair.
collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
It is unfortunately not funny. I'm sure I probably found it funny when I was 6.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters.
I didn't even leave yet.
On the far side of the beach, boys.
Yeah, many such cases, sadly.
Get moving!
And I like how he has a Crash Bandicoot enemy growing in his house.
He'll just
Oh, yeah.
never be like his uncle. I don't care what the others say.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I also like how everybody has elf ears for no reason.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to
Good
keep
rule.
you busy, my father always talked
yeah.
about an ancient precursor pipeline
I would tend to
hidden
agree
deep
with you.
underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I think Kira is almost certainly why I have kind of a thing for vocal fry to this day. Like, I don't know how people can find it annoying. It's fucking sexy as hell. I'm ill. I mean, in that case, call me a damn ambulance, brother.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yes, thank you, Daxter.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Regret saying that now that you remember all the engagement bait posts on Twitter. Yeah. For a second, I tried to like verbally post that picture of Bolsonaro. I suppose it's one of many pictures of Bolsonaro in a hospital bed. But you know the one I mean.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
So this dude is Jack's uncle. Allegedly. Character's neck is way too small for that head. Yeah, I mean, it's a cartoon. You gotta loosen up a little bit.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Thank you, bird woman. Who else is there to talk to? The sculptor, right?
Hey! Lil furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse
I should start
before?
greeting more people with
It's a
that.
little glowing
It would be
squirrel
surprisingly
about your
appropriate
size,
for
full of spunk and crazy
quite a
as a
few
lark.
people I know.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth the
How
power cell to
exactly?
bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
We are, but not right now. Yeah, something that is very cool about this game. I mean, it was like a very extremely impressive technically when it came out. Nowadays, it's just kind of cool. Is that there are no loading screens in this game. You just kind of walk everywhere. It's very seamless. It's this big old 3D environment. And also everywhere has this global day-night cycle always going.
Are you near the egg yet?
That old lady is loud. She's yelling all the way from her house. I agree, that is really cool. This is a really cool game. Yep, there we go.
All right! Treasure! All right! More orbs!
I love that line. All right, more orbs. One of the best lines and one of the best performances in any video game, I would say. Yeah, me when the alien spirit's putting orbs in my vision again. There we go.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Just, like, wait a second, Daxter. There's...
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
There's also a lot of, like, enemy variety. These snake guys and the little dog guys and the hermit crab guys only show up on this little beach area. Years ago, before they fucked the YouTube algo, I used to get so many 10-view videos. Genuinely psychotic people made slideshow videos about the orbs they were seeing, the fibers growing off their bodies. Oh man. Yeah, I really miss the YouTube of a few years ago. Have you ever watched any videos by Futura Sound Productions on YouTube?
Well, I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
He has a really good video series about Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and about how Grand Theft Auto Vice City, its narrative
Punch those poles out from below.
is not just about Ray Liotta going down to Miami and taking over the place. It's also about 9/11, and it's also about 1984 at the same time. Like it's a retelling of 1984 about 9/11, but set in Miami in the 80s. Which I don't particularly agree with, but I absolutely loved hearing him argue that point for about like an hour in 3 different YouTube videos. I also loved that game as an innocent child. I don't know why. Well, I guess because he was a single father. I don't know why my dad let me play that game when I was like 9. Okay, the sun's finally coming up. Weird thing about the game, it does kind of start like right around sunset in the day-night cycle for some reason. So you spend the first like however long we've been in the game in darkness, but whatever.
Seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
Let's buzz them for kicks. I suppose they were probably just desperate to show off that they had a day-night cycle.
Let's check it out.
How exactly? Well, it doesn't matter. Remember not to, like... Remember not to scare like big groups of seagulls when you're out of the beach, because they might cause an avalanche. There's also not an avalanche. That's a great point. What would you call that? That was just like a rock falling. And my point is, it's very dangerous. Jack. There we go. That was over this way, yeah. Also, yes, it does do this every single time you get a power cell.
All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Thank you, Daxter. Yes, I am.
Just a little further.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Found all the Fabergé eggs in this area.
Oh my, that wasn't gentle. Careful. Easy does it. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Slow on edge gradient.
We might want to talk to the bird watcher and see if we scramble that flood egg.
Oh, who cares? I don't think I have found all the Fabergé eggs in this area, actually.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my. I hope the poor dear's
Very
okay.
good.
Very good.
Power cell for your valor.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Bit of an abrupt transition, I would say. Look at that, 10 power cells already. What? Alright, the pelican and everything, okay. I think I actually... To get absolutely everything from this area, I need to come back after I do Forbidden Jungle.
Ahooga! Dive for those orbs, Jack! Dive!
Actually, Daxter has a lot of lines that would make good stream sound alerts. Awooga being another one.
Yeah, so we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Yeah, see, Daxter knows what I'm talking about. I gotta come back after I do Forbidden Jungle. Yeah, redeeming 100 souls to Awooga, you got it. Thing is, I fear he may become overrepresented if I go down that route too far. Because my default bits alert is already Daxter saying, all right, more orbs. I don't want it to just all be Daxter. Alright, that's 180 orbs. We can get a power cell each from the mayor and from Jack's uncle.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good.
You can hear that it already spawned in the power cell.
Precursor orbs that we agreed on.
Ever played the game Vex? No, I haven't played it myself, but I have seen... geez, a couple years ago now, I saw Chip Cheesem play it. It's like a AI generated early 2000s dark and edgy platformer. Very much trying to capitalize on both Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank.
It's a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my...
Wait, he has an Aemon Targaryen jewel eye? And Knuckles? Wait, really? Shit, I don't think you can ever talk to him again. I never noticed that. I did notice that his one eye is very green.
You gotta bring in the crops for the generator.
This guy is another standout performance.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
Gotta milk those yakkos.
Gotta bring in the crops from the June basket.
Gotta bring in the crops for the June business. Wait, you don't have to punch him in the ass? Have I been just needlessly cruel to these yakkos for like 20 years? Oh my god, they just start walking. You don't have to punch them in the ass. Ever since the very first time I played this game, until 10 seconds ago, I thought it was a requirement to go up and do this. Go ahead, call PETA. I'll have sex with them. Yeah, PETA Griffin.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
You didn't actually say anything about giving us a power cell, Daxter. Alright, those are Fire Canyon Precursor orbs.
Gotta bring in the crops for the generator. Ah, well Well done, my boy. You actually got those
Peter.
bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I love how excited he is to go to sleep. You'd think this would be a horrible place to put your rice paddies. I feel like once the tide came in, they'd be completely submerged. Getting back to work on the Dungeon Synth album? Hell yeah, brother. I eagerly await it. Thanks for putting in an appearance.
Very good.
I'm sure it will be. Now we've got the first significant soundtrack change. There was technically different music for Sentinel Beach versus Sandover Village. But now that we're in the Forbidden Jungle, this music gets very tense and spooky. Oh, speaking of enemy variety, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm pretty sure all of the enemies in the game are technically lurkers. Well, I guess except for these things. It's just that lurkers have just a lot of different breeds or species. Like the dog guys, the little dogs from the beach, along with the hermit crabs, and the like purple gorilla looking guys, and those fish down here, and this snake are all lurkers. I don't know how it's really supposed to work. They are all lurkers. Yeah, see this guy too. Have the glowing yellow eyes, and they also all have collars.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
Like the people that, yeah. They come in all different shape and sizes, but they're all lurkers. This I will actually not mess with until we are on our way out of the Forbidden Jungle. Right now, there is something very important. It's this guy.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you with Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Yes, I do want to try the challenge.
Fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous
eels in this river.
Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
There are poisonous eels in this river.
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one.
Oh god, I missed one. I missed two.
Steady, boy.
Alright, we're just about halfway. I think we got this in the bag. Or in the net, I should say. Alright, and then I think it's just eels, yeah.
Steady, boy.
Whole big school of eels. Here we go.
Comes a big one.
What is the,
Hold steady.
term for a collective of eels? You know, like a murder of crows?
Steady, boy.
There has to be one. It's probably just school.
You did it! You caught 200
You did it.
pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Thanks, man. He is so excited to have 200 pounds of fish that he will never ever stop laughing. He is going to be laughing for the foreseeable future. And you get to hear them from all the way up here. Ah, shit. Ow. Bonked my head, man. There we go. Fuck me. Don't laugh at me. That's not funny. I hurt myself. I always thought that was so weird, even when I was a little kid. It just keeps laughing. I don't know who set up these traps, but it's clearly somebody with far advanced knowledge of thermodynamics. 'Cause it's they're, for all intents and purposes, perpetual motion machines. Ah, shit.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral, like, "How am I gonna get change back now?"
I guess it's a good time to bring up dying in this game. You basically lose no progress. Like all of your power cells and precursor orbs and so on and so forth stay collected. It just kind of boots you back to a checkpoint. Just awful nice of them. Ow. I almost died again. I think we've already heard that sound effect twice. Once for the quote-unquote avalanche on the beach, and then just now for that
We need to get to the top of that tower.
bridge opening up. Actually, I think before I go in here, I would like to go down here. This, nah, it's just a shortcut back up there. Okay. I think there's more... Yeah, alright. More orbs. Come on, Jack. There we go. More orbs. It's hard to get a sense of it with just looking at it, but no.
Say goodnight,
I
Jack.
can't really explain that one. I think I'm just bad at video games. But the movement in this game is extremely fluid. Like, to this day it holds up as very fluid feeling and looking. Just basic movement, in my opinion. Like, this game really kind of pioneered, damn it, the sort of inverse kinematics technology that nowadays we pretty much take for granted in at least AAA games. Just the way that all of Jack's animations like super seamlessly just blend into one another and kind of like interrupt and well, you know what I mean. Oh, there's probably some in one of these boxes. Another good Daxter sound effect. It's this really good Wahoo. I love how the weird precursor metal material makes the footsteps sound. Yeah, now that we stepped on this thing.
Did you see that? Blue eco-vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco-vents as well.
Thank you, Kira. Yeah, as I was saying, now a bunch more of those things are available in the overworld, you might say. Oh god. Sorry, Jack. He caught himself and I still forced him to... Will we find out who's been laying all these eggs? Not in this game, no. And also not... well... It's complicated. Oh. Me and my awful timing. There we go. This is basically a Crash Bandicoot boss fight now that I think about it. Like, he sends some ads after you that are not very dangerous. And then he just decides to expose his weak point. Ow. Knock it off, will you? It is very easy to miss these precursor orbs that you get for jumping on his head. I think There we go. Wahoo, indeed. And yeah, now all of those hostile plant growths around the level are dead. And then only thing left to do, I'm pretty sure. Wait, what? There's a power cell here that I'm forgetting? It's interesting. Yep, there he is. Like, the sun has gone down and risen again, so it's been like probably 12 hours and he's still there laughing. I dispute that. Oh right, there's a power cell in there. There we go. Oh. Is my depth perception just fucked, or like what? Many are saying this. Forgot about that sound effect.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Let's. But first, let's grab this.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower.
You can see what I mean with tutorialization gets a little much.
To find the next tower.
Like, these are all things that I think, you know, just in my opinion, even a slow child could probably figure out pretty easily.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
What's the... There we go. That being said, I did forget where to go for a second. Okay, yeah, I was trying to go to this one prematurely. A senior moment, perhaps? I'm just thinking about Leon talking to Sadler on the fucking codec and be like, can't remember the name. A slow child moment, perhaps. Alright, well, it wasn't that funny.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Windbag.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
It is pretty funky, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, good. I think he wants another 90 for each of these. Of which I think I'm
This
just
must be a
short.
Precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each
Oh, okay.
cell.
Oh, shit.
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
Good. You've collected enough
Good.
power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells and hurry. My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
I haven't even gotten to Misty Island yet. Calm down.
Hey, let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. The entire village can thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Actually, let's go wrap up our unfinished business over here on Sentinel Beach. Before charting a course to new environs. Ow. I do really like the barking sounds that those guys make. There's just something about it. I don't know what it is. Really just top-notch sound design all around. But that's a standout example for sure. Wahoo! Nice. Whoa. That lurker was in the middle of his alert animation during the cutscene. That was a little off-putting. Alright, I think we already got everything we would want to get with the cannon. There's that one more.
Get some! Get some!
No, okay, that's just a regular chest. Unfortunately, you can't bomb the village from here. The village is further over that way. I will see how far I can shoot one of these bags of gunpowder. Not far enough anyway. I know, it was very sad. Ow. Yeah, so terrifyingly, anytime you're out in open water, a lurker shark will spawn and start chasing you. Yeah, there he went. And then that happens. That shit is so scary when you're a little kid. It's pretty scary now, to be honest. Punched him right in the back of the head.
Power cell before the pelican scoops it up again. I truly thought that would work. Now you hear that? You got it. Where, I seem to have forgotten the intended strat. I think if I had just not tried to get cute with it and just taken this thing like a normal person, I think that would have worked. Anyway. Got
82 power cells. I mean, precursor orbs. Sorry. Rookie mistake. No, actually, I think it would be faster to... Yeah, there we go. Oh! Yeah, you missed, pal. There's more Fabergé eggs around here somewhere? Is this true? Ah. And yet there seem to be even more. Hidden from sight. Of course. There we go. All right, now that we've done everything, you son of a... What was I saying? I know we've done everything we need to do on the mainland. I'm gonna... Well, first I'm gonna make it to back to... Whoa, Jack. Calm down there, buddy. I'm gonna hie my ass back to Sandover Village. Then I'm gonna take a break, check on the food in the oven. And then when we get back, we'll head over to Misty Island. Actually, I think I'll probably just take a break now. Because I need a snack to tide me over. It's gonna be another few hours before dinner's ready. But I will see you when I return. Good news, everyone. Well, it's good news for me. It's not particularly good news for the stream. The pasta sauce is actually ready, so I'm going to start boiling the water. Which means I'm actually going to cut the stream. Cut the stream here because I am so hungry. I don't think there's anybody watching anyway, but thank you to everybody who did come out. I'm going to go ahead and look for a raid target. We might actually even be back sooner than Thursday. Like, we might be back to... Oh, hey, you are still here. Worldly Tutor, too. Maybe even tomorrow, because I really like playing this game. And I might even be home a little earlier tomorrow, and I won't have to rush to get dinner in the oven tomorrow, so I'll have a little bit more time. Let me go ahead and look for our raid target. The music is a little loud in this scene, isn't it? There we go. Let me see. I think I will go ahead. It seems like I always raid Dot. I might just do it again. In fact, I think I will. I'm gonna raid my friend Dot Level. She's playing through Final Fantasy I, the Game Boy Advance version. Let her know I said hey, because I will be busy. And, yeah, thanks again for watching. I always appreciate it. I'll see you again soon.